Let's talk about how to infuse love and compassion into your strands, as well as why. First of all, how amazing is it to even have a thought to infuse love and positivity and compassion and all these great things into your hair? But let me say this first. What I've realized was something that I did with my clients, and I didn't realize I was doing it until I completely immersed myself into what was actually giving my clients results. Really amazing thing. And I'll start off by telling you a small, extremely short story. It's going to be not even really a story, I don't even think. But I remember, if you've followed me, you've known that I've been doing natural hair for money, like other people's natural hair for money for over 20 years. And I remember my stepmom and just different random people would say, Angel, you have like healing hands. And I would be like, oh, okay, thank you. Like, I was a braider at that time. And it didn't really dawn on me of what I have been doing. I've literally been infusing my energy into my clients' hair. And that the energy that I gave off is something that I realized not a lot of stylists give off into their natural hair clients. So if you're natural, raise your hand. If you've ever been to a stylist before with your natural hair and maybe they didn't exactly specialize in it, or maybe they said that they can do natural hair, but the way they were doing things with your hair, it did not seem like they knew what they were doing, or maybe you got too much hair combed out, so too much of your hair came out on the floor. I don't whatever it is. Imagine the energy that you felt from them doing your hair, or how they felt about doing your hair. And there's a lot of things that I'm not saying only because I want to really just stick to this. But there are a lot of things that I could be saying. It's killing me inside right now, but I want to stay on topic. But imagine if that energy that your stylist put into your hair, of how she felt about your hair or whatever, imagine if that affected your hair, not just the look of it, but the health of it and the integrity of it. Does that make you kind of change your mind about your stylist or about choosing a stylist? How about that? Right, I know I have clients, I'm in the military town, and they will be like, Angel, I'm about to PCS and I'm so afraid to go find another stylist in a different city or state or whatever country or whatever. And that is real. That stuff is so real, of having that fear and of filling out the person's energy. You could only do so much online, but well, which you can do a lot online. You can just kind of, by even just talking with somebody. Yeah, because look, I do that all the time. But it's like, what type of energy are they really giving off? So, why is infusing love and compassion so important for your hair? Because it's not just your hair, it's also your mindset. It's about how you show up in front of others with your natural hair. It's about how your hair makes you feel. For example, I know that when my clients look good, they feel good, and they are ready to conquer the day. They can go out in front of people and not feel timid or shy. They're able to command the room. They're able to make better decisions and everything just because their hair is together, and how they got to that point was taken care of. It was not complicated. It was not stressing them out or anything. And then they get to show up. They get to step into their full confidence right? From working together, just from learning how to infuse love and compassion into their hair. So long story short is, this is something that you definitely want to do. It's a practice that I introduce in the self-care challenge, and something that I continue to share and continue to give step by step of how to do in my Natural Hair Dreamers Club, which is about to completely evolve, which I'm really excited about. It's going to be some changes. You'll get them changes, but you got to give it a try. So there's different ways that you can do this. You can do this with water. If you are any type of familiar with praying, then you got it. You already got it. If you've heard of praying, or if you've maybe tried praying, or if you didn't know how to pray or whatever, just put the energy of love and compassion either into directly into your hair when you're styling your hair. So like just a few minutes ago, I was twisting up my hair. And y'all, I was twisting for days. I feel like I was twisting for days. I was like, I remember when I was like, when my hair was like that short or that long or whatever, and I'll be like, now I'm like, and just keep going. Oh my gosh, I'm proud of it though. But you can do it directly into your strands, or you can infuse that energy into your water that you put in your hair, or into your hair products. Water is a little bit easier because it's more, it's less of, it's hard to explain. It's less dense. It's not as much matter. Right? So you can infuse it into the water and then put it on your hair. You can drink the water also. It's like, I'm spiritual now, but I grew up Christian. My father was a minister and a pastor. My mom was a evangelist and a minister and all that. And so I grew up in the household where, they would put they would pray over the olive oil and they would put it on you, and then it's just dripping or whatever, So it's very similar to that. It's pretty much the same, but in a different manner. And it changes not only your hair, but your being, your state of being with your natural hair. It's amazing. You just got to try it. You got to try it. You got to try it. Just try it, and then try it again, and try it again, and try it again, and you'll be amazed.